Yo, what's going on, my guys? That was a cringy ass start of the video, but I'm fucking hyped. You're fucking hyped. We're all fucking hyped. We know what's going on right now. We know. What the fuck? Fuck you. Fucking Blizzard.net looking ass. We all know what's fucking going on right now, guys. We know what is happening here. I don't even... Oh my god. Oh my god. We all fucking know what's happening here, guys. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Shit. Dummy hyped. We all know what this is from. We all know what's going on. Alright.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Shit's going down, that's for sure. Baelith with his Sword of the Creator.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Shut the fuck up, Morgana.
You and I are one. I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
I already know what's happening. I played the game. I have Fire Emblem Three House.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice.
My question is, how the fuck is
you must
Baelith
join
gonna...
Smash.
What the fuck? I was about to say, how the fuck is they get...
Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Ew! They're starting it off hot! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yes!
So joining Smash
oh my god!
Consumes even the...
Alright, really quickly. I have not seen anything about the fucking Direct. I haven't seen anything all day about the Direct at all. All I saw was these thumbnails. I already knew what was happening, but it's still fucking hype because they're doing it so right.
Darkness itself.
Ew! I'm so I don't even care if it's another Fire Emblem character. I mean, I'm kind of mad that's another Fire... Yo! Yo, Claude, Daddy Claude, Hilda, Mommy Hilda.
So you returned.
What the fuck? He died.
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Yeah, seriously, every fucking... Huh? What's happening here?
So that is how you plan to win the day?
What's happening?
So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
What do you mean by that? What's happening? Yo, what the fuck is happening?
How's this?
Yo! Baelith recruits Baelith. So is this gonna be like another Robin?
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
Yo, fuck this! Yo, I got my Switch, boys! I'm opening up Smash!
Use Amir's overwhelming power.
Oh shit! Fucking dunked on DK! I am super excited!
Along with the Sword of the Creator, each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now as one! To you, both sides of time are revealed! Through Smash, show the world!
They fucking started this video off hot, and I mean H-O-T, burning, sizzling. I'm on fucking fire, bro.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually.
Gotta wait that long?
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry.
I know who Byleth is.
First
I know
off,
exactly
what
who
is Fire
Byleth
Emblem?
is.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games.
Not gonna
You
lie
might be
though, the
wondering
old
what
Final
makes it
Fantasy doesn't look half
particularly
bad. Like it looks good
Well,
for its
it's tactical
times.
in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game.
It's
Or
like
in other
chess.
words, a game in which you advance units across a grid.
Or
and
shogi. Yeah, chess or shogi.
When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other
Yo,
Nintendo
Sakura got
titles.
those 4 fucking Pro controllers there.
Characters
He about to be like
permanently
playing. Ooh, I'm like, what the? This dude.
That's pretty
Sakura's a
direct language,
Chad,
though,
bro,
So
playing
perhaps
4
you should
controllers
just
at
say
once.
they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again. Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn. And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series.
17 games? Holy shit.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many?
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?
Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
Shadow Dragon, Gaiden, District Emblem, Holy War, Tricia, Blazing Blade, Sacred Stones, Path of Resonance, Radiant Dawn, Shadow Dragon, New Mystery Vez, fucking no, fuck it.
There you go, 17.
Three Houses came out in 2017, that's insane.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17.
Yo, can I just say, like, this is
Awesome,
interesting and all, but this is a Smash Direct,
You can
so
actually
why are
count
we
up
learning
to
math?
31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses.
Yo, if you don't
Once you've
choose
chosen a house,
fucking
you guide them
Golden
through their
Deer,
school life,
you're
and,
false.
well, you end up fighting the other houses.
Damn, you just spoiled the
After a
fucking
certain
game for everybody.
incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early
Yo, that
version of the
concept
game
art
before
looks
its
fucking
release.
great.
I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example, because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
Yeah, that's true. She does not fight much.
I did the
At
same
all.
this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it.
Yes.
And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different.
Yo, if these
Your
songs are getting
experience
put
will
in
vary
Smash,
depending
they're
on the route you
great.
choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
I understand, Sakurai. I trust you.
Before my demonstration,
I'm like
I
probably
should
a
point
good
out
way
that when I
to
did the
game
Terry
anyways.
Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November.
Shit. It's January.
Therefore,
fucking
some of what I'm about to show you
16th
might
right now.
differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
All right.
Here I go.
Yo, I gotta see the fucking combat. Let's go. Let's see some combat in this
So,
shit.
this is our new fighter.
Yo, fucking female Bailiff looking type sexy.
Sadly,
Male
they're lacking in
Bailiff.
mobility. It's maybe a bit better than
He's got to be on
Robin's,
my
but that's
dudes I
about all
want
you
to
can
smash.
say
Not
for
gonna
that.
lie.
Throws are not
Mobility
their
is low.
strong point
Do not
either.
give a
Their
fuck.
grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
Distance demon. What do you mean by that?
The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
Because they're like dragon bones, right?
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs.
Yep.
The Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves.
I'm sorry, Terry, but I think Bailiff's gonna be my new main.
For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing
It's like a
you to
fucking
do things
grapple
like
hook.
this.
What the fuck?
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Yo, he just fucking spiked him. He's like, get the fuck out of here,
you
bitch.
can do awful things. Like
Yo, he just
this.
fucking trolled the shit out of that Kirby. I feel bad
That
for
said,
it.
you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage.
I love it. I love it. I love Bailiff already.
Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so.
Holy shit.
Marth's
him across
air
the
attack
map, why
keeps
don't you?
opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that range?
Also, if you add an upward tilt,
Holy
it will be
shit.
stronger.
Wait, an upward tilt makes it strong.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far.
Okay, so that did 12.
That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward.
Holy shit, that did way
downward.
more than 12.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
No. No, my fucking god, that range. That's unbelievable. That range is actually
you can do a
fucking
smash
believable.
attack to charge forward a little,
Oh,
like this. But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
smash attack makes you go further?
Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
Oh my god.
It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong.
That's a fucking spike if I've ever seen one. That's definitely a fucking spike.
You can try for a melee
Holy
effect with this
shit, he
attack.
just spiked Bowser into fucking
Next
hell.
is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special,
Oh
Byleth channels
my
all their
god.
energy into a devastating strike. It's
That's
a bold move,
fucking
similar to the
deadly.
Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack.
This is unfair. It's
Just so you
actually
know, if
fucking
you
fair.
execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage,
What the fuck?
unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect
Can
is
Byleth
that it
be
lets
out
you
now?
pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
Can Byleth be out now, please?
Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used
Ooh,
against
he hit
weak
on both of
opponents.
them. He fucking hit both of them with that shit.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
It's got area effect.
It's as if the
huge
quaking of
area
the ground
effect.
launches them.
Yo, these maps
By
look
the
fucking
way,
amazing.
earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters.
Yeah, that's true.
It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is
no.
called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves.
Oh boy, let's go.
You've got the neutral air attack.
Yo,
This
that's
attack
fucking
is similar to the
sick.
move of Pit's and other fighters like him.
I
It lets you
love
spin
Pit.
the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it.
Okay.
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems
Not
pretty
bad.
straightforward,
you know,
right?
yeah, it's straightforward.
But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
What do you mean by that?
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
Okay. So in
That
other words,
said,
you can't
you can
stop.
still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Okay, okay.
You can also change direction while in the stance.
Alright, so it's like...
It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button,
Don't you
unleash
fucking dare. Don't you fuck...
a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down.
Guys, I don't think I'm gonna have... Guys, I don't think I'm gonna have any more friends after I start maining Baelith. I think I'm gonna lose all my fucking friendships. Also, am I in the camera? Yeah, I'm well in the camera. I don't think I'm gonna have fucking friends. I don't think I'm gonna have fucking friends when I start maining Baelith anymore. Yeah,
You charge up power like so. Charge a bit more,
what
and
the
then fire.
fuck?
But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you
That's
could
true,
always
you gotta
just
be
aim into
careful
the
with
fray,
that.
as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the
Oh,
original game,
here we
there's a move
go.
called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version.
Yo! That looks
As
amazing.
you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
That looks amazing. That was fucking beautiful. Crisp.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set
Oh
up
boy,
so
here
that
we
the
go.
default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Okay.
However, the third, fourth,
I could beat Daddy Claude!
and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
The P... Yeah, wait. Persona 3, 4, 5? Actually, yeah, that is true, because this one right here, Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, you know? I know that's not what they mean, but...
Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to.
I do.
The sixth color is based
So
on
this
Sothis,
is
who
color!
you just saw earlier.
That's amazing.
And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original
Yup,
game's
I
story.
know what it's talking about.
Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Yo, those swords be looking like sexy. New stage, alright, the monastery?
I'll introduce the
Okay.
stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery.
Alright, the monastery, okay. Okay.
This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game.
Yup.
From these, we chose
Exactly
to have
like
it
that.
cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage.
Wait, what?
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four.
Like Heroes stage?
Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the
Yo,
marketplace.
okay. I see those
I
guys
think
in
this is
there.
where a
I
lot
see
of
those
people
guys
come to do
there.
their shopping. The guests that appear here are
Blue
students
Lions?
of the Blue Lions house.
Alright,
Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
Ingrid be looking sexy.
Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid.
Oh
Their
my
names are a bit
God.
difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side. In the
does
original
that
game,
do?
these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
you can just fuck up all their hard
If you
work.
do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Okay.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
Seriously.
And in the background, you can
He's
see
like, what the
gatekeeper.
fuck, man? We worked
You often
we worked
pass
that
through this
hard.
area
Now you're just
in
gonna
Fire
destroy
Emblem Three
that.
Houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to
It's
a
like
stop,
Hero's stage.
you'll come crashing back down. Be broken through the ceiling and slammed
All right,
into the
I
building.
see it. Black
And
Eagles.
the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles.
Dorothea
Take
and
note, it's
Elder
not
Guard.
spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire, and as such, they embrace their
She
military
becomes
might.
Empress.
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible
You can
to knock
sit
them
on the.
down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
saying.
can reach it with
okay.
other fighters, though. So
So how
it's
the
nice
fuck
if
did
you
he
can
make it
work
up
your
there
way
the first
by
time?
getting
What?
lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone.
Oh, he just
made it.
pulled that shit
And
again.
you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so.
Nobody eats there. That's my table.
Just like the sign that reads Fudin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range.
All right, now
Next
we're
up,
going to the bridge, I believe.
The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Golden Deer,
It's
my
similar to the
main
bridge of Elden
compadros.
The guests are from
Golden
the
Deer House,
Claude,
let's go.
Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
Hilda's my wife. That's my wife right there. She's, you know,
Because it's
voted
an
me
alliance
on.
of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch.
Claude's type sexy. Bro.
Incidentally,
Claude
both
is
Claude
like,
and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overload. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training.
Yup, I see that dude back there.
As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen.
Shit, fucking
You could
annihilated
also say it's a
him.
place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Yeah, because Claude's an archer. He uses archery a shit ton.
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith,
Yo,
who appears
Rhea?
to have an extremely strong
Type
bond with his
sexy.
sister, Flayn. She seems to be
Flayn,
under the protection of him and Rhea,
double
who you
type
can see
sexy.
fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three
Dude, this
have character
background
quirks
music?
related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
Let's see Bayleth in action, boys!
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side.
Okay.
Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker!
Yep. Sorry, Joker's dumb fuck mode must have kicked
And
in.
Hero!
Aw, damn, Hero just got confused, that's all.
Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo!
Banjo-Kazooie's just kind of a dumb fuck
By
in
now,
general,
I
we
think
all
you know what
this.
I'm doing.
No, not Terry,
But
not my
basically,
main!
I'm trying
Terry,
to defeat all 5
no!
opponents with
Terry!
just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Bennigan. I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got him.
Damn, annihilated him.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. lots of explosives. Ouch.
Sakurai could definitely take down 5 people.
Good one.
With Bailiff.
If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There. The puck's all
Shit.
connected. Good. There's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
I just realized, holy shit, he brought him down to 2.
I feel like the enemy might get this.
When did that happen?
See? They got it. But I mustn't
He's not
give
gonna
up.
allow that to. Oh! He
can't
broke
waste
his
this.
shield with 1 attack!
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more.
Yo, Sakurai, you need to
Go on,
chill a
you can
little
take the
bit.
hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
I love how the music just went dead silent
I was
there, and all
trying
you
to
hear is
fight using
boom,
Byleth's
boom, boom,
abilities
boom,
alone,
boom,
but
boom,
what
boom,
matters
boom,
is that I
boom.
won.
Yo,
Good
all I
game.
gotta say is holy fucking shit. This dude beat 5 people with just
It can be fun to
Bailiff.
play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
This dude's a god. Song collection. How much more we got?
Now,
all
about
right,
the
we still
additional
got 8
music.
minutes.
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being
Yo, I
added.
want to listen to that main theme all the time, bro.
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English.
Blue skies
I hope
and
you'll
a
enjoy
battle.
this as well.
Ooh, that baby is clean.
We're also adding in a new spirit board.
Ooh.
It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Okay, that's a nice looking spirit board right there.
Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which
Huh?
is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
Really?
The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Why do I feel like he's essentially
Now for
tempting
the
me
Mii
to
Fighter
try this?
costumes. Please take a look.
Alright. Mii Fighter costumes aren't really that exciting, because I mean, the last time we got an exciting Mii Fighter costume was Sans, of course. Assassin's Creed? No. Oh yeah, technically that's the Assassin's Creed name. Okay. Rabbids. I mean, I saw it coming, but still. Mega Man X, okay. Okay. Mega Man Battle Network, alright. That doesn't look too bad, actually.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th. And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look. Looks like there will be one more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2. It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
So we got Bailiff and Cuphead and 6 more DLC fighters. I love you, Sakurai. I love you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Holy crap. I'm tearing up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.